This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so just a recap, guys. So what we have discussed in our yesterday class. So I have showed you how to delete the custom fields, and we can see like we can't delete standard fields, and we can delete custom fields. And also if we delete a custom field, so that will be available up to 15 days, and after 15th day, right, so the field will permanently deleted from the database. And also next we have seen like standard objects and custom objects difference, and we can delete the custom object, and the standard objects we can't delete it. Okay. And so who created the standard objects? Salesforce by default will create standard objects, and who created the custom objects? Users will create the custom objects. And also we have seen tabs. So custom tabs means we need to create for custom objects. Standard tabs means Salesforce by default creates standard tabs, and we can't delete the standard tabs also, and even we can't see with our eyes here also. Okay, here you can't see, so standard tabs only, you can see custom tabs here custom object tabs. It is very small. Okay, so here you can see like this only, and even if you want to modify that, so this one. And for standard tabs, right, names, if you want to change the names, label names. Okay, for custom objects you can go to custom object plural label name, and you can change the label name. But for standard object, tab names are the right. So if you want to change the tab names for the standard objects, what you need to do, so you can create a ticket with Salesforce and ask them to change all these names. Okay, they will change these names for your okay, Salesforce will change these names, you can't change so with your own. Because why I'm saying is, if you go to a project, in some projects, right, so this opportunity name so is changed to different name, label names. Okay, account name is changed to different name based on their project. So that you are going to see in few of the projects. So definitely you will get confused how these names got changed, and what is these objects. I'm not seeing these let's see, opportunity name got changed. I'm talking about the real time, guys. Opportunity, so application, think in that way. They might be changed opportunity name, tab name, opportunities tab name, right, applications. So they might change it to this one, applications tab. Okay, opportunity tab name might be changed to application tab. So what you need to do is, generally by seeing this one, so you can set, I mean, you are going to search with application name in custom objects. So you are going to get confused in these areas only, that's why I'm saying. So you can search with, you are going to search like this, and you can't find any applications, and you are going here. Okay, and customize again, you are going to search here, so applications, it is not here also. So generally you might think, oh, what is this, I can't see these names anywhere. So who you created these names? Generally you will get this kind of confusion, and no one can help you at that situation. So that's why I'm saying here, application name. Okay, in the back end, so the original name is what, opportunities, these name changed by Salesforce support team. Okay, now how can I identify this application name? So then what you need to do is simple, click on this one, tab name. Okay, so create a new one, and here, right, so here it might be changed, or by seeing this one, right, the fields will not be changed, opportunity name like that, or if the fields will be changed, right, whatever it may be. Go to this tab, right, simply click on the object. Okay, so you are going for this one. Okay, however it will take you to this one, fields. So this is like that, you can identify it different ways, you will get it going forward. Okay, that's right. And next, So where we can see the standard objects by clicking on the setup, you can see under customize, you can see standard objects. All standard objects, these are all standard objects, and a few of the standard objects are going to be used for few of the so process. Okay, very simple. If see what repeat, so please listen carefully, guys. Okay, suppose if you this name got changed like applications and you don't know, so you have not found this application name. Okay, you need to click on the tab. Simply how to get the object from tab, you can get the object, right? So click the tab and get the object. Simply go to classic. Even if you are in a lightning experience, right, go to classic. So click on this tab, get the object. Okay, very simple. Someone asked to repeat it, right? That's why. Yeah, you can go to my class back again and you can get this answer. Okay, so that's what yesterday we have seen, guys, and also we have seen the differences between standard objects to custom objects, like API names. Okay, for standard object underscore underscore c is not there, and for custom objects, so underscore underscore c is there. And deletion, we can't delete the standard objects. And coming to fields, right, in standard objects also, like we can create a custom fields, and standard fields are already there. And so tabs we have seen like this. Okay, next, and I asked you to create so like records on these objects. So you can create records on any object, standard objects and custom objects. Once you create, so you will get a clear picture, at least somewhat. That is the reason I have asked you to create okay records on standard objects as well. Okay, that's it. Okay, today, one second.
This conference will now be recorded.
So still who still didn't pay, right? So please pay amount today, guys. Okay. So maximum from tomorrow onwards, right? Might be we might be keeping the private. I'm not sure. Okay. So at least some amount of money you can pay. Job holders at least, so you can pay some amount of money, and however in 2 days you are going to get the money, right? So what you can do is you can talk to institute. Okay. However, you have that number, right? I have shared with you. You can talk to institute, guys. Okay, and you can tell them, so like on first you are going to pay, right? So that okay, so you can talk to institute and you can register it. So ask them like wait for 2 more days so that they will add you to WhatsApp group. Okay, they will add you to WhatsApp group, guys. They will wait for 2 days, but so if I want to start the important topics, right, definitely you should pay the amount. Okay. Okay, let's start. Okay, so today we are going to, I think 50 plus are already paid, so 20 plus are pending. Okay, so I told you, right? Like, today topic. As I mentioned long back, right? Users. Okay, so different kind of users are there that I have already mentioned, right? Business users. Okay, and project users. Project people, simply project people means administrators and developers, all these comes under project people only. Okay, and so I have already mentioned about the org also. Okay, org means organization. So where you can see this org details, org actually full org details. So you can go here, company. So you can see, so company information. Have you seen company information? what is this company information? You can search over here, what is this company information? So I have mentioned here company is Salesforce, edit it. So now, to whom you are working for this project? Everyone, you are working in a company and you got a project. So the project client, who is the client of this project? Client. Or business owner. Whose business? Whose business is this? Whose business? VLR. Okay, client or whose business? Okay, you can easily understand. So now you need to write for this VLR. Okay, so this is the organization name, guys. Now VLR only holding this one, right? So VLR online training is the one. That's one. Primary contact from VLR, you can give any name, not a problem. So Venkat actually. Okay, and now division. So address like Kukatpalli, city Hyderabad. Okay, so you can enter like this, local settings, English, English default language, like that. Okay, so this is a default time zone for organization. What is the time zone? Pacific time zone, American. So PST time zone. Okay, keep it like that. I will tell you that one. And the currency also, keep it like that. What is the currency? USD. Good. Okay, and save it. This is the organization, right? Org means this is what. Okay, it's yesterday I mentioned you, right? So one house is nothing but when you compare with org and kitchen rooms, different rooms are there, right? Server. Okay, like for org I have mentioned like apartment, anything. Okay, you can do. Okay, now let's go to any record. Any record which you have created. Just now I have created one record. At what time I have created? 7:27 AM. Okay, good. What is the time zone? This one? Time zone 28. So Indian time zone only. So it is. And what is the by default org time zone? Pacific Daylight Time Zone. Okay, actually this is the default one. That means, see, when any new user is created, so by default this time zone will be applied. And why? So Indian time zone came into the picture because, so in our first class I have updated this one. Okay, so in the time zone, right, language and time zone, here I have updated my time zone, right, Indian time zone. Okay, so it might be like this. By default, so this is the org time zone. For different users, right? So by default it will be applied. Okay, for each user by default this time only applied. User 1, user 2, user 3, like that, whatever user may be. User 1, user 2, user 3, user. Okay, so by default this time zone will apply. And now you can override this time zone directly by going here. You can override. Okay, so override. That's it. That means, so on arg wise, this is what arg actually. In arg you can set one time zone, and by default any user is created, this time zone is applied. And okay, and if you want to override the time zone, okay, if you want your own personal time zone, so you can go to that particular user and my settings and change the time zone here. So that means, so if I override here, what time zone? India. Think in that way. Now, so for user one, India time zone. If user one is created any records, that means if user one logged into this use arg, right? If user one logged into this arg, so they can see India time zone. If user one logged into this arg, they can see India time zone. Okay, and if the remaining users logged into the Salesforce arg, they can see PST time zone, Pacific Daylight Time Zone. Okay, so that's how it will work. Okay, and next thing is like go to students, go to here, currency. So where is the currency? Dollar symbol is there. Okay, so you can see here dollar symbol is there. Why dollar symbol is there? On an arg, right? So edit the arg and you can see the currency. What is the currency local? By default, USD is the currency local by default. Okay, by default USD currency local. And next, if I want to change it to some other, you can change it. So INR. Okay, INR means Indian currency. And now save it. Okay, so now the currency is changed from USD to Indian rupees. Now you can see here, just refresh the page, and now a rupee symbol is there, and value is not changed. Okay, understand it. Value will not be changed. Okay, only symbols will be changed. That's it. You need to understand that point. Okay, so that's how it will work, guys. Values will not be changed. Only rupees will be there. Next. Okay, and now some people might have a question. Okay, so before going to that one, for all users, okay, any user who logged in, and what is the so currency? Rupee symbol is the currency. Okay, for any user it will be like this. But in real time, so there is a project here. So this VLR training project goes, like they have a branches like India, so USA and UK, France, okay, Japan, like this in different countries. So it's a big institute, think in that way, and so it spreads to all over the world in few of the regions. Okay, now like Japan customers, like Japan business people wants to see, okay, in Japan language. Now the requirement is like this, guys. Let's see the requirement. Japan, USA, yeah. Business people wants to see, okay, that's it. So that means each one, like a Japan business people want to see Japan currency. USA people they logged in. USA people means business users. Suppose if Japan business users 10 members are there, so they want to see in Japan currency only. USA business want to see USA currency only. And India business users, if they logged in, right, they want to see, so like Indian rupees only. So now what we can do in that situation? Okay, so now we need to enable multiple currencies for each user. This is a by default currency. Whatever we have added here, it is by default currency for all users, as I mentioned, right? So for all users, same currency only. Now, so each one is asking their own different currencies. Like this is Japan user, Japan currency they want. Think in that way. Japan user, this one, and Japan currency. Okay, and this is USA user, USA currency they are asking, and this is India user, India currency they are asking, like that, and it is USA user, business user. If they logged in, that means what? If each user logged in and they want to see the money in their currency only, to you USA users, if they want to see currency only, like default currency. Okay, by default USD currency, and they want to see in their own currencies. Next, what I need to do is, so let's change it to USD first. Okay, save it, and okay, before going to save, right, whatever it may be, by default I have added, right? So now you need to see this one, activate multiple currencies. So you need to, so click on this one, activate multiple currencies. Turning on multiple currencies introduce a permanent changes in your org. Okay, so now this feature can't be turned off. Once you activated this one, okay, once you check this one and once you save this one, and you can't uncheck it, that is the meaning of this one, you can't uncheck it. Okay, so once you check it, now you are going to activate multiple currencies. That's what your requirement, right? Multiple currencies only you are asking, different country currencies. Okay, now you have enabled multiple currencies. Let's edit it and check it again. Okay, so you can't see deactivation here. You can see here, you can't deactivate the currency. So selected has your currency, local will be your corporate, whatever it may be, that I'm going to tell you now. You can see over here, you can't uncheck it. That's it. Okay, now you have, so enabled multiple currencies checkbox. Now where I need to set for each user, where I need to set this different currencies. Okay, and org currency is USD. Okay, org currency is USD, and user, where is the user currency, particular user's currencies. Now you can go to company information, you can see manage currencies. Previously you have not seen this option. Okay, now you are going to see this one, manage so currencies. Activate multiple currencies, and go to manage currencies, click on it. Okay, and so now you can see here activate currencies. So USD, it is what corporate. What is the corporate currency? By default, company wise, corporate means company. So VLR training is the company, right? Worldwide it is a company, so company information, right? So top level means corporate currency only. Default currency, org-wise currency. Corporate currency means org-wise currency. Okay, and now I want to add different currencies also. What you need to do is click on the new button and you can add this one. Okay, currency type you can select now, and US India currency, right? So rupees, INR, right? Now conversion rate. So conversion rate you need to give from dollar to rupees. What is a corporate currency? $1. Corporate currency is dollars. Now, from dollar to rupee, how many rupees for $1? 40 rupee, 75, right? For $1, you need to take like this. Now you can see. So USD is the corporate currency with respect to dollar. So $1 corporate with respect to dollar. Indian rupees, how much Indian rupees? 75 rupees. Like that, create on USD to Japan currency 109. Okay, that's it. What is the Japan currency? YEN, right? Let's check yen. Japanese yen. Okay, and what is the conversion rate? 109 rupees with respect to dollar. Save it. Okay, that's it. You can see over here decimal places. Okay, and US dollars are there, Japanese are there, Indian rupees are there. Like that, you can add multiple currencies, and only one is the corporate currency by default. Org-wise currency this one, and particular currencies are this one. Okay, so now you have enabled and activated multiple currencies. Let's go to the record, edit the record. Okay, edit the record. Now, once you activated multiple currencies, a new field will be created. Each object means on standard plus custom. So a new field will be created on each object. All standard objects and all custom objects, a new field, currency field is created. It is a new field, standard field created by Salesforce, guys. Okay, and here you can see by default corporate currency and Indian rupees, Japanese rupees. Now you can change it to Indian rupees and save it. Okay, and you can see INR, 16,000 rupees INR. Now system automatically converted into US dollars. How it is converted? Based on the conversion rate which you have given. Okay, based on this one only, so it is changed. Okay, and now if you go to any object, not only this one, go to accounts, and so check the currency field will be there. Account currency, see here. Okay, a new field is created on all standard objects and on all custom objects. New field is created, that's it. Okay, currencies. When you are creating a record, so you can go down and add the currency by default USD. If you want to add to Japanese, you can add dummy data. So where is the currency? This is Japanese yen and USD $4, 412 US dollars, like that. Okay, corporate currency will be displayed in the brackets, and regular currencies, right? If you want to add, you can add. Okay, so this is how multiple currencies work. These are very, very important topics, guys. Currencies and org-wise, all these kind of things you need to know. Okay, as of now, any questions? Only as of till now for today topic. What we discussed? Currencies we have discussed. Okay, and org-wise, where we can see org-wise, company information. You can see the company information, and you can see over here. So what we can see, time zone we have set here, and default time zone, and the particular time zones, if you want to override, go to the particular users and override it. and activate the multiple currencies and add the currencies here. Okay, edit rates, and if you want to change it, and change corporate, so you can change it to corporate, anything. So if you want to change the corporate currency from US dollars to Indian rupees, you can change it by default, not a problem. Okay, you can change it to Indian rupees. Okay, now so let's refresh it, and it go to the new record, and by default US dollars. Yeah, so previously what happened, I have updated this corporate currency here, right? Okay, now it is not updated, so you might have a question, where is yeah, here still it is not updated. So what I need to do, you need to go to the particular users again. It's got updated, right, for the first time. Advanced user details, edit it. Okay, go to currency. Okay, have you seen at first time, right? At first time US dollars are there, right, for this user, so that is fixed US dollars. Now I have changed the corporate currency to Indian rupees. Okay, I have changed the corporate currency to Indian rupees, but when you create a new record, let's see here, when you create a new record, okay, by default US dollars only the by default currencies, but otherwise I have changed it, but here it is not impacted. Now what you need to do, so which user this one, you can go to that user, okay, and that user detail records, and change from US dollars to India, override kind of thing. Okay, that's it. Go to advanced user details, my settings, advanced user details, change the currency, and now you can just refresh the page, and by default currency is Indian rupees, you can see. Okay, very very important, these ones in the sales operations. Okay, if you are going to see, right, so you can see now it is changed to Indian rupees. Okay, that's it. And what is the question, someone asked something, right? Dollar rate will not be the consistent, who will manage that? So business peoples will manage that, you don't worry about that one, it is not consistent. Okay, you don't need to worry about these things, dollar rate. So might be they might use something for update kind of things, that you no need to take care of these kind of things. Yeah, yeah,
సార్ హలో
yeah.
సార్ ఒక ఆర్గ్లో 4 యూజర్స్ మీరు క్రియేట్ చేశారు కదా సార్,
ఓకే,
ఆ 4 యూజర్ కి 4 యూజర్ నేమ్ 4 పాస్వర్డ్స్ ఉంటాయి సార్, డిఫరెంట్.
అవును, 4 యూజర్స్ 4 యూజర్ నేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్స్ ఉంటాయి డిఫరెంట్, ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పాను ఆల్రెడీ.
బట్ ఆర్గ్ అనేది ఒకటే అంతే కదా సార్?
ఆర్గ్ ఒకటి. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఒక యూజర్ క్రియేట్ చేసి చూపించబోతున్నా, మీకు అర్థమైంది క్లారిటీగా.
ఓకే ఓకే
okay okay guys, so now we have seen as of now this one, right? Go to company information, the topic is right. Next let's see. So if you go to a project, right, real time, if you want to see anything really, but first time what you need to do is you can go to company information, check your organization name and all these things. Okay, you can check whatever I told right now, right? Multiple currencies, all these things. And next thing is what? User licenses. Okay, here see different, as I mentioned, right, organization editions. While creating the editions, so now we are going to, I'm going to create a new user, guys, so that you can understand, you can better understand about users and arcs and these kind of. Okay, now you see, as I mentioned, right, for one user it is $300 for unlimited edition. Suppose VLR online training, they bought an unlimited edition, and for one user they need to pay $300. Suppose 20 business users are there, so 20 into So $300, it is too much, right? For month they need to pay. So for Salesforce company, VLR training, they need to pay $300 into 20. So how they want to reduce this cost? Okay, so see, $300 per user means only high level users they need. Okay, this is for high level users. It is based on the licenses. These $300 is based on the licenses. Now these are the licenses. Okay, totally how many licenses are there in the company information? So you can see under user license, Salesforce is the highest license. Okay, so highest license is the Salesforce. For Salesforce license, they need to pay $300. So if ELR training took Salesforce license, they need to pay per month per user $300. Okay, so now let me drag a picture. Let me drag. Totally 20 users are there, 20 business users. See, company can bought like this. Okay, so business users, how many business users are there? And the project users, project team and the business team. Business team, how many? 20 are there. And for project, so totally 5 members are there. Okay, totally 25 users they need to buy. 25 users means, see, Salesforce licenses, right? $300 into 25. So it goes like how much? 70, right? 75. Okay, USD. 7,500 US dollars into rupees means how much? See, it's totally too much, right? ₹558,000 per month. VLR Institute they need to pay. So to Salesforce company only for license. 5,58,000 they need to pay. See, again for project people also they need to pay lakhs. See, it is too much, right? Per month, again per month only. See how much business they need to run. 5,58,000 is too much, right? So for that reason, what they need to do? So they need to reduce the cost, right? It is too much cost. $300 for unlimited edition. They want for unlimited edition. It is only for unlimited edition. For enterprise edition, $150. Okay, for enterprise edition. So generally middle level companies they can buy an enterprise edition. Middle level companies they can buy enterprise editions. For high business, right, they can use unlimited, but middle level companies they can use enterprise edition, $150. So it reduces to 2,25,000, right? 150 means like that. Okay, good. Now only for Salesforce license. Actually, who needs Salesforce license? This is for Salesforce license. Okay, Salesforce license. Who needs the Salesforce license? Only the few peoples. Okay, if they need all the permissions, if they want to see everything, they only needed Salesforce license. They need all permissions, everything. If they want to see, they need a Salesforce license. Top license, I can say top license, top most license. It is a top license, guys. Highest license, okay, top most license is the Salesforce one. So only for few employees they will give this top most license, and for few they won't give. So like out of 25, So 7 for 7 members they will use this top license. Okay, so now it goes to 21. Okay, now 2100 US dollars into rupees. So 1,56,000. How much cost is reduced? Okay, that's how much cost. And again, so for remaining users, how many users are still pending? 7 users out of 25 means how many users? Like 18 users are there. For 18 users, they can buy a different license, like a Salesforce platform license, and might be a community license. So many licenses are there. You can see over here. Go to this one. So among those, so they will check with Salesforce team and which license based on the permissions work. Business people are working right in real time based on their work, their duties. So they can buy a lower level licenses. This one, lower level licenses means it's less cost. So it's not this much cost. It's less cost, very less cost. Not only very less cost. Okay, and like that they can reduce the amount. So that payment information, who will know? So Salesforce will know. We need to talk with the Salesforce so team, and they will inform us the cost and everything. Okay, so this is how it will work. Okay, in real time projects. Next, now I want to create a new user in this one, and I want to show you how it will work. I want to create a new user. Okay, let's create a separate user with a different license. Okay, so and I will create a user and I will show you by logging with a different username and password. Okay, so how to create new user setup? Okay, go to setup. Here users are there. Okay, so can you see here under manage users, you can see users. Okay, so click on the users, and can you see new user button is there, and you need to create from here. What is the navigation? Setup, manage users, new user, that's it. Okay, setup and manage users under users, so you can click on it. So here I have not created the remaining 3 users. This is the only one I have created. Okay, this is the only one I have created, and the remaining users are created by Salesforce. Okay, and it is a developer org. Okay, we have very less licenses and limitations. Okay, and now I want to create new user, create a new user. Now you can fill all the information, like so for Venkat I'm going to create a new user. Okay, VLR Venkat. Email I'm going to give my email for time being, and you can give any email also, not a problem. Company emails generally we used to give. Okay, so this email I have given in for previous user also. If you want, you can give same email or a different email, not a problem. Okay, but username should be changed. Okay, so this is the username I am going to give, Venkat admin, so vlr.com. Okay, nickname, okay, given anything. And next, role. So this role, what is the role? CEO. Actually, he is the head for VLR training. That is the role. Head means CEO only. Okay, and user license, as I mentioned to you, right? So go to company information. As I mentioned, these licenses, user licenses. Okay, so what is the user licenses? All these are user Salesforce licenses, the topmost licenses. Now you can see here total licenses, user licenses remaining for this free org. Okay, so for Salesforce totally 2 licenses are there. One is used and one is remaining. Remaining licenses, one license is there. Actually, Salesforce for free developer arcs, right? So they are going to give one free license, one more free license. Totally 2 licenses, so they have provided. Okay, Salesforce provided totally 2 licenses. Here you can see total licenses, 2 licenses. Okay, one is used. So when we have used one, when you are creating this arg, right? So like this is one user, Mohan Train is one user, right? This is one user I have already used. When you are creating one arg, right? It is Salesforce with the Salesforce license only. See the user license. User license is Salesforce only. So when you are creating a so developer arg, right? You have filled all your details. That arg user is created by default with Salesforce license, topmost license. Okay, that is the one. Okay, here you can see out of totally 2 licenses, Salesforce has given to us free licenses 2. One I have already used for one user, and the second one now I am going to use second one. Okay, and user license Salesforce. Okay, and profile you can give any profile. System admin you can give always for time being. I will tell you profiles and roles are different topics. At that time I will explain to you. Okay, that's it. And apart from that, you can give address details, phone numbers or anything, currency or anything. Okay, now I want to give USD currency, change the currency. Okay, time zone, USD time zone I have changed. Okay, licenses I have given Salesforce, save it. So now with Salesforce license, totally Salesforce has provided, free developer arg 2 licenses are there. Remember, this is a free arg. These licenses totally belongs to only this free arg. Count of these licenses, count. Okay, only belongs to this free arg. But in the, original paid args, right? So these counts will be vary. These counts will be vary based on the payments you have done. Okay, so now totally 2 users got created with Salesforce licenses, and now refresh this one. So now you can see here. So with Salesforce, total licenses 2, used licenses 2. That's it. Remaining 0. If you want to use one more user license, you need to convert this free arg into the paid arg. Like in real time, right? So you are going to see so many things like 14 days free trial is there, and if you want to after 15th day, if you want to continue with that one, you need to convert this free arg into a paid arg by paying some amount of money. You are paying some money, right? Same way. Okay, now if you want to use more licenses and you need to pay amount of money, then they will convert this developer arg into a paid arg. Okay, that's what 2 users are there. Now, so where I can see these users, this is the username, right? How to log in? I have a username and I want to set up the password. Once a user is created and he will get an email. Am I right or wrong? I already showed you, right? So a user is created and you will get an email. And now let's go to the email. Okay, this is the email I have given, right? Verify this account. So copy link address, right click on it, copy link address, and let's verify in a different browser. Paste it, Control P, guys, Control C and Control V. Technical, shortcuts for copy paste. New password. Let's set up new password. Security question. That's it. Now you will get a clear picture, guys. Okay, so you see here edge. This is the edge, and who logged in? Venkat. First log out. This is Venkat, right? Log out. Let's log in one more, don't worry. So what is the username for Venkat? Okay, and password, remember me. That's it. So I have given a different username and password. Did you observe? And see, this is a Chrome browser. So from Chrome browser, see, Mohan logged in. From Chrome browser, Mohan logged in. So see here, taskbar, you can see my taskbar. This is the Chrome browser, okay? And Mohan is logged in. And you can see my taskbar. Now I am going to open Edge browser. Okay, let's see. Okay, two browsers. So this is the, see my mouse. This is what browser? Edge. Okay, this is Edge browser. And this is what browser? Chrome browser. So in Edge browser, who logged in? In Edge browser, Venkat logged in. Okay, you can see who logged in. Venkat logged in. You can see view profile. Venkat logged in Edge browser. And in Chrome browser, who logged in? Mohan logged in. Okay, so Mohan logged in. You can see Mohan training. And you can see Mohan created few records, right? So let me show you, students. This is a Mohan, right? These records Mohan created, right? Let's check whether Venkat has seen these records or not. So before that, let's move to from Lightning to Classic. Switch to Classic in Venkat also. Okay, and let's go here, right side, and Students tab is there. See, Students tab is there, object is there. Who created the Students tab? Mohan created. Let's see here. Okay, click on the go button and see here. These are the records created by Mohan and are viewing by Venkat. See, Kumar record here. So you can see here, Kumar record. Owner is, who is the owner? See, Venkat is viewing. So suppose Venkat logged in, hey, Mohan is created this record at this time. And what is this time? Time, you can see the time. Created by, you can see here. It is what? PST time. Okay, PST time. Suppose I updated. Let's update it. Venkat updated and save it. At what time Venkat updated? You can see here 7:38 p.m. Venkat. So who is the last modified? Venkat at 7:38. Why? Actually, what is our time? 8 a.m. Okay. So see my taskbar. 8 a.m. is the 8 a.m. is the so current time. Okay, 8 hours 8 minutes. And now so in Venkat, Venkat is viewing 7:38 p.m. So why? Why? Because so Venkat time zone is a PST time zone. That's what I showed, right? What is the Venkat time zone? You can see this is Venkat, right? So what is his time zone? You can see here. Pacific Daylight Time Zone, PST time zone. Okay, this is the Venkat user details. Okay, Venkat time zone is what? 7:38 p.m. That is the reason. Now go to Mohan. Okay, see here. Just refresh the page. Now Mohan is viewing same record. Where is the same record? Kumar, right? Sorry. Kumar, open Kumar record. Now Mohan opened the Kumar record. Let's see. Last modified by who? You can see here. Last modified by Venkat, but at what time zone? 8 a.m. But when Mohan logged in, Mohan is able to view Indian time zone only, the record. And when Venkat logged in, Venkat is able to view in PST time zone. Okay, that's what I mentioned right here. So by default, PST time zone, okay, by default. And so particular users, if you want to give a particular time zone, you can give a different time zones, okay. Whatever user has given the particular time zone, that user can see in that same time zone only, okay. Different users can logged in, and different that users can see their own time zones only, okay. And now Venkat can see whatever Mohan is viewing. See, Mohan yesterday created one account record. All these records also can be viewed by. So see, VLR training. Yesterday Mohan created. Now Venkat also she created. And now, see, let's see, Venkat deleted one record, one student record. Let's see. So this Kumar record deleted by Venkat. Venkat is deleting Kumar record. Okay. So let's go to refresh this one. Okay. Now the record is deleted. Okay. And Mohan seen that this record is deleted. So let's see. Mohan is viewing, go to recycle bin, and you can see. So my recycle bin. Now you can see here. So go to Venkat recycle bin, and you can see. So all those topics now I am covering, guys. Okay. So now let's see here. So when Venkat logged in and his recycle bin, so he can see he deleted this record. But when Mohan gone to recycle bin, he cannot see that deleted record. Venkat just now deleted one record, right? That is not seen by Mohan. Why? Because it is a Mohan's recycle bin. And now, if Mohan wants to see other users deleted records, he needs to select all recycle bin. Now you can see. So Mohan opened all recycle bin records. In that he can see. So that Kumar record who deleted by Venkat. Okay. So all previous what is that topics, right? Who has so you have doubts on the previous things, right? So all will be covered here. Okay. Is it clear now? So information org, everything is same only. So Venkat, suppose Venkat wants to update anything, he can go to his settings and his information and his advanced user details. He can check it. Okay, username and everything like, and he can also go here, set up company information. Also he can see everything. See all the configuration things, objects, everything he can see, which are created by all other users, not only by Mohan. See here, he can change anything because he has Salesforce license, that is a topmost license. And for other licenses, they don't have these many permissions. They can have limitations. Okay, that's it. And now, what are the questions? Definitely, I need to give time to you. Ask the questions if you have any, guys, because very important. Why it is important? It looks simple, but in real time, it is very important to understand the real time project, guys. If you don't want to get any confused in real time, definitely these are very important. What will happen if both are modifying the field at the same time? So whoever modified first, right, that will be updated, and whoever modified next, that will be also updated. Latest one will be taken always. Okay, for your question, so latest is the, so whoever last modified, right, that will be reflected. That's it. Next.
Sir, is there any difference between?
One second. First, let me answer all the charter questions, and I will come back to you. Okay. Yeah. So this is the question, guys, and generally latest will be the last one taken here, but in real time, so no one can modify one field at a time. Okay, understand it. So if it is your user story, means you only need to work on that user story. In that user story, so if you need to modify that field, you only need to modify it. No one can touch that field again, I'm saying. Okay, in reality it will happen, but for your question, answer is what? Latest one. Okay, latest modification will be taken care. That means last one. And next question, sir, one user login can use in 2 browsers at a time. Yes, of course. One user login. What is the question? Question is not proper, right? Same mark, or can 2 users log into the same? See, it is totally based on the URL, same URL, right? The question is wrong. One user login can use in 2 browsers at a time. Okay, I got the question. The question can be changed to like this. Does single user can log in into 2 browsers at a time? This is the question, guys. Answer is yes. Multiple browsers. Okay, let's start.
This conference will now be recorded.
Next question is there any different between Mohan arg and VLRR? Okay, the question is wrong. Again, whatever you understand, it is totally wrong. There is no Mohan arg, there is no VLR arg. Only one arg is there. Arg is one. Okay, in that arg, Mohan and VV, okay, Venkat are users. So you need to understand again. See here, this is arg. In that arg, what are the things are available? What are the things are available? Let's show you. Again, you are back into, okay. So you can go to company information. This is what Venkat. You can see what is ARG. VLR online training is the ARG. When Venkat logged in, and when Mohan logged in, what is ARG? ARG is same. Okay, ARG is same. ARG will not be changed. Okay, but in that ARG, different users are there. Okay, in that ARG, different users are there. Understand it? And ARG contains all these features. All these features are used by all users based on the license. Okay, that's it. Next. So if Mohan hard delete the record from recycle bin, so the record will be appear in Venkat recycle bin or not? Okay, that is the question. So the next question is this one. So Mohan hard delete the record from recycle bin, so the record will appear in recycle bin or not? Good question. No. As I mentioned, whoever changed, everything is reflected in the arg wise. Okay, understand it. Whoever changed anything, that will reflect in the arg. Okay, we are using. So let's say simple. Again, I'm saying, suppose you entered into the house and 10 members are living in the same house. House is nothing but arg. House is nothing but arg. Think again, you can compare like that if you have any doubts. Okay, 10 members are living, 10 family members are living. Okay, so these family members are nothing but when you compare with the Salesforce users, Salesforce users like Mohan, Venkat, like that. Okay, now so one member went to like kitchen room and he find in the fridge, right? Suppose one apple is there in the fridge, one apple is there. Fridge, okay, totally only one apple is there in the fridge. So 10 members can see the apple, okay, and one member, okay, eat that apple. One member eat that apple. what will happen? Again, the remaining 9 members go to freeze and they check it whether the apple will be available or not in the freezer. No, right? Only one apple is there. One apple ate by one person, and the remaining 9 members went to that freezer and they checked it, and the apple is not there. Will it be there or not there? No, right? It will not be there. Understand it? Whoever asked this question, did you understand what I am trying to say? Okay, so that means what? Resources are common for all the users. If any user changed one resource, that will reflect to all users. It's a good question, but you need to understand properly. Okay, if any user changed any one resource, that will reflect argwise. That means argwise means it will shown by all users. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's it. So that means if one user permanently deleted that record, so definitely the record will not be available for any user. Okay, that's the answer. And next, not getting Salesforce license option. Developer already has 2 licenses. Got it. Page refresh issues. Okay, okay. Yeah. So now you can ask. Anyone can has any questions, right? You can ask now. Someone is asking the questions, right? Charter questions are completed. Now you can ask the questions. Good questions, guys. Yeah. Okay. I hope all questions are cleared, right? Okay. Good. Now suppose let's say Venkat logged in and Venkat created one record. Venkat logged in. He created one more record. See, some people's right. So by default, you cannot see the records. So what you need to do in that, you need to click on the go button, guys. If you click on the go button, you can see the records. Okay, and a new student record. Currency by default US dollars for this user, and for me Indian rupees is the by default one. Okay, VLR 12. You can see even roll number also will be updated based on the now VLR 12 is the number, right? For Venkat VLR 12 is the number. So now you can see Venkat 7:53 p.m. time zone is the PST time zone. Now Mohan is going to create one more record. Let's see here. Venkat created order number is 12. Currency Indian rupees is by default. If you want, you can change it, not a problem. Save it and see that VLR 13. How the order number is calculating? Object wise. Okay. Object wise, how many users are there? Whatever it may be. How many users created? How many records? Not a problem. It will totally calculate the total records. It won't depend on the users. Understand it? These records count and don't depend on the users. It depends on only the records. So 12th record created by Venkat, 13th record created by Mohan, whatever it may be. But records are available only in this object. Okay, it totally calculated the based on that object only, not on others. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, I hope everyone get a clear picture about the users and as of now what we discussed, the company information. So these are very, very important. As of now, till now, whatever we discussed, right, you need to remember in your brain, not in your notes and not in. Okay, why? Because if you go to a real-time projects, right, you need to understand how the way it is working. If you take a project, some other users are working, and you definitely need to know how they are working like this. Okay. Next, and go to so for your question, is there any way to revert back from multiple currencies to single currency? I already mentioned once you activate it, it cannot be reverted back. I already mentioned, I already showed you. There is no way. Answer is. Of course, see, he can undelete, he can do everything. See, this is what? Whose record? Mohan, right? So go to recycle bin. Go to all recycle bin. Anything. See, it's totally undeleted. Okay. These two users has both permissions. Undeleted or not? This record deleted by Venkat and Mohan undeleted. It's totally not depend on the users. See, remember again, one user is able to do anything, other user also can able to do. It's based on the licenses only, totally. These both users have Salesforce license. That means both users can do same kind of work. That means anything can do by both users because Salesforce license. License type is what? Salesforce license. So what you need to do is as an assignment. So let me give assignments. As I mentioned, right, you need to create what as of now I have created users and everything you need to do. And again, so you need to create few fields. Sorry. Dummy fields, any fields on any object. Create one field by using one user. So this is assignment you must do. My assignments are most important, guys, for real-time work. Okay, if you are able to complete my assignments here, once you go to the real-time work is very easy. Okay, based on the real-time only I used to give assignments. And below objects, the requirement is, so you need to create two fields for each object. Any field name, take business field or dummy field, whatever it may be. Okay, give any names, not a problem. So how you need to create two fields? Okay, otherwise what you can do is, yeah, do whatever I said. So take any standard objects like leads, accounts, anything below objects, right? So what you need to do is one field by using by one user. So take two browsers, logged in with the two browsers. Okay, and by using one user you can create one field. By using another user you can create one more field. And go to that object, check both fields are available by logged into both users. Go to both users browsers and check the both fields. Like that you can create on different objects like student, accounts, contacts, opportunities, leads, campaigns. Okay, okay, at least on these objects. Why I am giving always these objects, right? You know, these are very important in real time for any project. If you go to any project, these objects are very important. That's why I'm always used to give assignments on these objects. So because once you have completed my assignments on all these objects, right, going forward you get a clear picture about this one in real time, and it is very easy to work with these objects in real time. That's okay. And all these objects create two fields, one field by using one user, another field by using another user. Okay, and check it. And next, create records. At least 2 records. One record for all below above objects. Okay. One record from one user and another record from another user. Okay. Next, tab. Okay. For sales application, using second user, new user, change the position of the students tab. Okay. For sales application, by using another user, change the position of the tab. Let's say here, this is another user, Venkat, and go to sales application, change the position of the students tab. Once you change it, observe it. Where is the students tab? Here it is there, right? Change the position. Okay, save it. I have changed, okay, students, where is here it is. Venkat changed, right? Venkat changed. And let's go to here. Mohan, refresh the sales app. Refresh it and observe it. Where is this one? For Mohan, it is not applied. So for Venkat, it is there. Okay, totally. So this is again one more concept, applications. It's totally changed here for this user only. Okay. So very rare concepts, very rare, like this kind of concepts will be a different one, like currencies. For each user their own currency is there. Time zones, for each user their own time zones are there. Like that, this is one of them. For each user they have their own tabs, their own customization. Each user their own customizations like that. Okay. Any other topics I have covered as of now, right? So take all those topics. Okay, check by creating. So like this. Okay, so this is the assignment. You need to work on this one, guys. So that's all for today class. And so guys, whoever still not paid, right? So please pay the remaining amount. 50 plus paid, and I think 30 plus are there. They need to pay, and you can at least a few people are working in a company. I mean, working right. So you can inform to Venkat so that you can pay on the first also. We can understand. Yeah. Because once you have paid, right? So then I'm going to start the important topics. That is the reason. And so please join at 7 a.m. guys. So going forward, right? So we are going to start at 7:75 around like that. So again, still anyone has any doubts, you can check with that VLR. I have provided all the details. Okay. So as of now, these topics we have learned, right? You might ask a question like, you might have a doubt. So are these topics are not important? That might be a question to you. Yes, these topics are important. Okay. These topics are important to project. As of now, whatever topics we have covered, right? Those are important to project. That means real-time work. If you want to understand the real-time projects, so whatever topics as of now I have covered, right? That's very important. And you can talk with them. Okay. That's it, guys.
Sir, evening class ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారు సార్?